Guys, we are seeing huge risk-off flows at the moment, huge flows. Why are we seeing it? Well, we just had US weekly initial jobless claims data, and for the second week running, it was record-breaking, but not in a good kind of way, in a bad kind of way. Very, very sad, guys. Basically, between the 22nd and the 28th of March, roughly 6.6 million Americans claimed unemployment benefits for the first time, basically implying that they're now unemployed. They've lost their jobs, which is very, very sad. And that brings the 2-week running total of weekly initial jobless claims to around 10 million, a 10 million spike basically in unemployment, which is just in 2 weeks. That is a pace, a rising pace of unemployment that we've never ever seen in the US economy before. And unfortunately, guys, as we know, this is because of coronavirus lockdown, whole industries such as tourism and entertainment being completely closed, all of these people losing their jobs. And it's not just happening in the US, it's happening all over the world. This morning, we had some data out of the UK. 950,000 people, apparently since the start of the lockdown, have claimed unemployment benefits. In Spain, about 400,000 people claiming unemployment benefits last month as well. It's not looking good anywhere in the world. And that is why you're seeing risk off, basically, guys. So just to talk about this data and the market reaction more precisely, in wake of this data, what did we see? So 6.6 million, we saw stocks drop. We saw risk-sensitive assets such as the Aussie, the Kiwi, NZD, CAD, various EMFX, they all started to drop, and we saw a bid in USD and JPY, the Japanese yen. Why did we see a bid in them? Well, both of those currencies are seen as safe havens. The yen, obviously, it's been a haven for a very, very long time. And the dollar, well, why the dollar? Why would the dollar strengthen on weak US data? Well, a couple of things going on here. First of all, like I said, this isn't just happening in the US, this is a global phenomenon. If it was just happening in the US, then you would see the dollar weaken, but it's not, it's happening everywhere. The other thing is, the US dollar is the global reserve currency, okay? All of the major governments across the world have billions and billions in dollars in reserve, so they can conduct various operations, like in emergency times, should they need it, in emergency times such as now. And at the moment, guys, another thing supporting the dollar is just in times of crisis, like what we've been seeing over the last couple of weeks, investors, they want to sell everything and they just want to hold cash because cash isn't going to depreciate. And when you want to hold cash, what currency are you going to go for? You're going to go for the dollar because it's the most widely used one for all those reasons I was just saying. So we saw Dixie break back above 100 on this data, and unfortunately, if things keep looking bad like they have been, and the global economy keeps turning out worse than we expect, it's probably going to support dollar going forward. Listen, guys, we are all over these themes here at Freak Network, especially for our members who get real-time updates in our Telegram chat and throughout the day. Check us out, check out our memberships, and I will see you in the next one.